What's up guys, Eric here from Techisode TV, and today we're going to be doing a real-life speed test between the brand new iPhone XS Max 512GB version and the Galaxy S9 Plus. Now the reason I call this a real-life speed test is because this is for your average person. A lot of the speed tests you're going to see online, you're going to see people opening up a bunch of different games. They'll open up like 6 or 7 games, and then they'll export a bunch of videos, and those are just things that the average person isn't going to do on a day-to-day basis. Now those tests will still show you which device is better under really heavy loading, so there is some value to them, but for the average person for day-to-day use, that's what this test is for. So what I have here are a bunch of applications that you're going to use every day. I have note applications, music applications, I do have 2 games in here, and then you've got the internet, email, and so forth. Before we get started, I do want to quickly point out that I did as much as I possibly could to make this as fair of a test as possible. To see a full list of everything I did, check out the write-up I have in the description. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's get started. So the way this test works is I'm going to open each app one by one at the same time on both devices. Whichever device opens the app faster gets a point at the top. Now there may be a time where I say, oh, this device opened it first when it was actually the other one, just because I saw it incorrectly. So when I watch the replay, I'm going to make sure that the tallies are correct. Also, if they open within about a quarter of a second of each other, I'm not going to award a point to either device, because for a quarter of a second, that could be the difference between my finger touching one screen versus the other. So a quarter of a second really doesn't tell us much about which device is faster. Then after we open all the applications, we're going to go back through and see how many are still open in RAM. And then there's going to be another counter to see how many reloads each one has to do. Obviously, the less reloads, the better. First things first, we need to make sure that there's nothing open in the background. So let's go ahead and check that. So it looks like we are good to go. Let's get started. Starting with the settings. That looked to be a little bit faster on the iPhone, native internet browsers. Okay, yep, animation started first on the iPhone, and then the S9 Plus definitely lagged behind that one for sure. Okay, native email apps. Wow, that was really close. I honestly don't know which one opened first on that one. Calendar apps, maybe faster on the iPhone. I really can't tell. That's so close that it really doesn't matter at this point. Again, maybe faster on the iPhone. Definitely need to check the replay. Here's the first game. Okay, we've got, close. Okay, iPhone and then S9 Plus immediately after. Whoops, slide over a little bit. Okay, native app stores. Okay, Google Play Store opened faster. Let's go ahead and close that out. Close that. And now we've got, let's see, Regal Cinema's application. Okay, that was definitely faster on the iPhone. And we've got Amazon. Oh, wow, that was super close by the time everything loaded. I honestly don't know which one was faster there. Okay, so OneNote. Faster on the S9 Plus. And we're going to go Redbox. Okay, faster on the S9 Plus. Definitely lagged behind a bit there on the iPhone. Spotify. Okay, faster on the S9 Plus again. I'm going to keep going here to Frigid Air. This is for an air conditioner. Okay, thinking, both thinking. Okay, so the S9 Plus finished loading that one first. Next up we have the Bible application. And that looked to be, yep. Actually, this thing shifted up right afterwards. I definitely need to watch the replay on that. I have no idea what happened there. The screen looked like it came up first on the iPhone, but then it looked like it maybe finished loading first on the S9 Plus. Definitely need to watch the replay to see that one. To-do list. Okay, faster on the S9 Plus. And then we're going to go to Excel. That one is also faster on the S9 Plus. Now, these open to different parts of the application. That's just the way it goes. I tried to get them to open to the same part of the application, but that's just the way it works on the iPhone versus an Android device. Okay, so Excel, StockTwits. This is like Twitter for stocks. Faster on the S9 Plus. And we've got Hue. This is for smart lighting control. Looked like that was faster on the iPhone. And we've got YouTube next. Okay, that was faster on the S9 Plus. And then now we've got Twitter. Okay, faster on... Wow, that's taking a long time on the iPhone. Okay. And we're going to go and open Zillow for some home shopping. Loads faster on the S9 Plus as well. So the first few applications, the iPhone was doing really well, but as we get down the list, the S9 Plus seems to be taking the lead. Definitely need to check the replay to know for sure. Yep, Pages Manager, faster on the S9 Plus again as well. Okay, next up we have the native clock applications. Okay, that was super close. I have no idea which one opened first. Netflix. Okay, that was faster on the S9 Plus. And then we've got the phone application. Faster on the iPhone. And we've got Dropbox. Faster on the S9 Plus. And let's see. Okay, so we've got the camera. Okay, that was definitely faster on the iPhone, it looks like. You look at these little images on the bottom, and whichever loads that image first, that's how you know which one finished loading first. Okay, Movies Anywhere. Let's see how that goes. Wow, that was super fast on the S9 Plus. Lagging a bit behind with the iPhone. Auto Trader. Wow, again, really fast on the S9 Plus. And now the last game. This is Asphalt 9. So the iPhone beat it to the splash screen, beats it to the loading screen. Oh man, that's super close. Definitely need to watch the replay on that. The iPhone really pulled ahead right at the beginning there, but it looks like the S9 Plus may have caught up by the end of it. So let's go ahead and go back here. And now we're going to go backwards through the applications and see how many are loaded into RAM. So starting with Auto Trader, still loaded on both of them. Go into Movies Anywhere, also still loaded. Going to the camera app. Yep, still loaded on both of them. And we're going to go to Dropbox. Yep, still loaded. And go to the phone app. Still loaded, it looked like, on both of them. And now Netflix. Yep, still loaded on both of them. Clock app. Still loaded. Pages Manager. Yep, but the S9 Plus took a little longer to open it, but they were both still loaded. Zillow. Okay, yep, both still loaded. And it seems that in general, for apps that are already loaded in RAM, the iPhone does seem to be opening them up a little bit faster than the S9 Plus apps that are already loaded in RAM. Going to YouTube. So no reloads yet on either device. Philips Hue. Okay, doing good so far. StockTwits. Okay, gonna go to Excel next. Okay, so we have our first reload on the iPhone. Okay, and then we're going to go to the to-do list. Okay, a reload on the S9 Plus. These phones are neck and neck now. Okay, we're going to go to the Bible app. Another reload for the S9 Plus. So as far as reloads go, looks like the iPhone is now in the lead. Frigidaire. Oh, another reload on the S9 Plus. So it looks like the iPhone XS Max is going to take the win here for reloads unless the S9 Plus can get its acts together in this last leg of applications. And it looks like it's not. It looks like the S9 Plus may be reloading all of the applications after this, while the iPhone is just plugging along, keeping everything in RAM. So let's go ahead and go to, I think I'm on, did I just open Redbox or Spotify? I think I'm on Redbox. No, that was the one I just reopened. Okay, so go to OneNote now. Okay, yep, another reload on the S9 Plus. Amazon, another reload, and no reload for the iPhone. Whoops, there we go. And Regal Cinemas app. Again, no reload on the iPhone. iPhone is absolutely killing it for keeping everything loaded in RAM. Now, iOS 12, oh, there we go. That one was still loaded in RAM for the S9 Plus. So what I was just saying is iOS 12 was supposed to be a huge update for speed improvements on the iPhone devices in general. And clearly, if you saw my iPhone 10 comparison, the iPhone 10 did not do nearly as well as this 10s Max is doing. So again, as you saw there, another reload for the S9 Plus. Okay, calculator application. I don't know if that had to reload on the S9 Plus. Looked like it didn't have to on the iPhone. Calendar app. That was definitely a reload on the S9 Plus. Native email apps. Another reload on the S9 Plus. And then native web browsers. Again, iPhone just is completely murdering the S9 Plus as far as keeping everything loaded in RAM. And then finally we have the settings. Again, another reload. Wow. So there you have it, guys. The iOS 12 optimizations and possibly even more RAM with the iPhone XS Max and probably with the iPhone XS as well clearly makes a big difference. Now, I don't know exactly how much RAM is in the XS Max, but I'm going to assume that it's more than the iPhone X because the iPhone X had to reload a ton of applications and this one had to reload pretty much nothing. So clearly Apple knows what they're doing now with their RAM management because it just really wasn't that great with the iPhone X. So at the end of the day, even though the S9 Plus did open a decent amount of applications faster than the iPhone XS Max, you're going to have a faster overall experience with the XS Max because you won't have to be reloading applications throughout the day. That said, if you're a person who uses only maybe 5 or 10 applications throughout the course of a day, then the S9 Plus is still going to be an incredibly fast device for you because you won't be using enough applications to have to reload anything anyway. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you guys expect the iPhone XS Max to totally kill it with RAM management? Or did you expect it to have similar performance to the iPhone X, which couldn't keep too many applications open in RAM? Now, obviously, the S9 Plus was released about a half a year ago, so I know a lot of people are probably going to complain about the fact that it's not a fair comparison because these phones were released so far apart, which is why I'm going to be doing another speed test comparing the iPhone XS Max to the Galaxy Note 9. So be sure to subscribe and smack the notification bell so you don't miss that video. So that's it for this Techisode, guys. Smash that like button if you feel like being awesome. God bless, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.